Guys, welcome to my daily. Okay, sometimes it's not daily. Okay, my daily twin flame download. Before I begin this morning's reading, um, just want to let you know the raffle closes off at 12 midnight Eastern time tonight. So this is basically the last day for entries. Again, you just donate $5 or more and you're entered into the raffle. I am going to announce the winner live tomorrow night, and then on the live I will do some free readings for you. But on the live tomorrow night, I am only giving you messages from their higher self. Okay, so whoever you're tuning in for, I'm only giving you messages from their higher self, because my role is to encourage you on this journey, and sometimes we need messages from the ascended self to do that. That self that always knows who you are, always loves you, and is not afraid to face fear. So I'm going to get into this reading, and part of my reading today is telling you about the absolutely magical experience, deeply spiritual experience. Look, my mic is off. Deeply spiritual experience that I had and was able to share with some of my friends yesterday. So let me tell you what happened. Okay, so you guys know I did the live. Nobody timestamp this. You need to hear the story. All right, you guys, I know you were there. Whoever was there, you know I did the live. Okay, so I did the live. Now on the live, before my first invocation to spirit about sending healing energy, I closed my eyes and I saw my guides on my right hand side, and then I saw my friend Charlotte's guides on my left hand side. Now she told me that she would send her guides because remember we were going to release a lot of negative energy, and even though it's going to be transmuted into love, you still want to be very protected. So she said she would send her guides as well. And then my other two friends were on the live, Jennifer and Jody. All four of us, we have a group where we do spirit release therapy for people. That means clearing you from any negative entities or negative attachments, spells, curses, and all of that. Now, from time to time, everybody is going to pick up some kind of negative attachment, and sometimes it's really small. And these small things, as an individual practitioner, you can clear by yourself. But they're big things when we start talking about curses and hexes and that kind of stuff. It's always better to work with another partner. You have to work in a group to raise the vibration and to tackle whatever is there, and also to guide you through the protocol, because there's a strict protocol that we must follow so that we don't get infected. All right. So anyway, so my other two friends were on the live as well, raising the vibration. Jody and Jennifer. Okay. So anyway, so on the live, so I'm seeing Charlotte's guides on my left and my guides on my right. But one of the guides on Charlotte's side, I saw that he had this massive sword. Now I don't know any of Charlotte's guides to have a massive sword. I know John sometimes uses a sword, but I know her lead guy, who's a big guy, like this guy I was seeing, he has a staff. So I'm just saying, okay, well, I guess his name is Amos. I said, I guess Amos is coming. Look, I'm seeing him now. I guess Amos is coming prepared for battle today. So anyway, I think nothing of it. I'm glad that they're there, right? Okay, after the live, I'm about to go to sleep. I close my eyes and I'm seeing the guy again. I'm like, why is Amos still here? I said, well, I don't care. Maybe he thinks I need extra protection tonight. By all means, stay. And I even text Charlotte and I'm telling her, Charlotte, I don't know, but your guys are still here, but I guess I'm borrowing them for the night, right? Anyway, so I go to do some readings yesterday. I start tuning in, and he's there again. And I realized it cannot be Charlotte's guides. So I decided I'm going to talk to him. And I was like, who are you? And he tells me that his name is Amos. I said, are you Charlotte's guide? He says, no. He says, Charlotte's guide is Amos. I am Amos. I said, well, Amos, why are you here? He said, I'm here to help with SRT, which is what we call the same spirit release therapy. Gosh, sorry. I was following on my phone because I don't want you to miss a moment of this. Right? He said, I'm here for spirit release therapy. And at that moment, I don't know, because sometimes when it comes to yourself, you don't trust yourself. So I'm thinking, well, it's either it's Charlotte's guide, Amos, or I have some kind of negative entity or some kind of earthbound attached to me. So I go in the group and I said, guys, you need to check me. Am I clear? Because there's this guy, he says he's here. He says his name is Amos. I'm seeing him now. His name is Amos, and he's here to help with SRT. Charlotte, is this your guide? But Charlotte was not on the live. Who was on the was not on the WhatsApp group. On the WhatsApp group was Jennifer. So I said, Jennifer, am I clear? She says, no, I don't think so. There's someone else here. Do you want me to send him to the light? I said, yes, please send him to the light, but ask him why he was here. And then she asked him, her guide, who's a fairy, by the way, called Evangeline. She asked Evangeline to ask him, why he was here. And he's telling her that my twin sent him. Now, at this point in time, I'm thinking that I don't think he's negative, but I'm thinking that he's an earthbound. And sometimes, we've been guided that earthbound sometimes lie. So I'm thinking maybe he's lying. I said, okay, well, if he's saying that, whatever, tell him thank you and tell him go to the light. So she tells him that. And then she comes back and she tells me, she says, whoever that guy was, he was very powerful. I could feel in my solar plexus and my heart was pounding. And his energy felt so ancient. And then I said, did you send him to the light? She said, yeah. I said, well, I'm still seeing him. He's still here. So I said, anyway, I said, do you think he's negative? She says, no, I don't think he's negative. And then I decided to talk to him. And then he says, yes, your twin sent me. He sent me to protect you. I said, what do you mean? He said, your twin is aware of what the Karmic's aunt is doing, and he sent me to protect you. And I was just absolutely taken aback. And then I was like, just tune into him again, Jennifer, and ask him why he's here. And he repeated the same thing to Evangeline. And then Evangeline told us that he was not negative, that he was a protective barrier. So we knew then that he was talking the truth. And then he told me that my twin prayed for me, and that's why they sent him. So Jennifer and I were there. We're absolutely blown away by everything that's happening, because one, we're recognizing that my twin, now we've been getting the message that my twin has woken up. So one, we're recognizing that my twin has recognized that his karmic's aunt is doing interference and doing spell work. And two, that he sent a prayer so powerful that it was heard throughout the ethers and throughout the heavens, and they sent this warrior, because that's what he looks like. He looks like a warrior, to protect me. And that was very powerful for me, because I've been struggling with accepting my twin. I know he's going to come forward, and he's going to come forward very soon, but I've been struggling with, will I be able to trust him? How would I know that he has changed? And when I heard that told me about the depth of his love, that even though he couldn't be with me in the physical, that he sent a prayer so passionate, so fervent, that the divine saw it fit to send a protector. And that just, absolutely blew me away. And then Jennifer's like, well, what has he been doing so far? I said, well, until I spoke to him, he's just been there, literally standing guard over me all this time. Even when I slept, when I tune in, he's just standing guard. That's all he's been doing, standing guard with the sword raised, like ready for battle. And then he's like, shall I tune into, she says, I'm also feeling your twin in your energy. Like he's also sending you love and light as well. Like he's doing some kind of astral travel or something like that. Shall I ask his higher self why he sent this guy? I said, yeah, go right ahead. And he repeats the same thing. He's trying to protect you and serve you. And that really made me break down in tears, because that was a sign that I was needed. So I'm telling you this story to tell you that if you've been having a struggle as to know whether your twin is for real or if they have changed, you're going to get a sign. And I got my sign yesterday. Anyway, after that, Charlotte comes on the live. Why do I keep saying the live? I guess I'm saying the live because all this is just happening in real time, right? So Charlotte joins the WhatsApp. She's like, oh, you've met Amos. Yeah, that's my guide. He's been telling me that he's been conferring with Rob and Melissa, which are my guides. But my guides, they're actually twins. And they're here to help twin flames. They're the ones that showed me the energy exchange in the ring that I posted for you guys. And he says, yeah, Amos has been saying that he's been, conferring with my guides. I said, yeah, but this is not Amos. This is Amos. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. She says, okay, what does he look like? Because my Amos usually wears green. I said, no. I said, this is a warrior. He's in silver and black and gray. She says, okay, I'm going to tune in now. She's like, oh my gosh. She says, you have a lot going on right now. I said, well, I started to get nervous because when we say somebody has a lot going on, it means that they have a lot of negative attachments. She says, no, it's like, she said, basically, it's rent a crowd inside of here. She says, I am seeing the person that you're talking about, and it is not my Amos, but he does look like my Amos. He's just standing outside your aura, and he's just standing guard, that's all. And she says, he's not talking to me, but let me see if I can find out, who he is and why he's here. And then she got the message from her guys that he's what they call a gatekeeper. He's basically a guardian. And just as it said, my twin apparently overheard some kind of conversation between his karmic's aunt and maybe his karmic, I'm not sure. And in response to his prayer of protection for me, that's why they sent him. But besides that, all her guides was there as well. His higher self was there. My higher self was there. And she says basically they're just doing reinforcements. They're reinforcing everything. They're reinforcing your aura, your protection. They're doing everything. So when she says that, I'm like, and she says they're basically preparing for battle. So when she says that, I was like, oh my gosh, shit's getting real. So I think to myself, if shit's getting real, then I need to call in Archangel Michael. Then next thing you know, Charlotte's texting me. Did you call in Archangel Michael? I was like, yeah, why are you saying that? He said, bam, he just appeared. And that was so powerful for me because sometimes when I'm doing my clearings, I call in Archangel Michael, but sometimes, you don't trust yourself and you think you're making stuff up. But for her to be seeing that, and then Jennifer is like, yes, I see him too. It was just a confirmation for me. And I've never felt so absolutely loved and protected, not just by the divine, but also by my friends. All their guides were there. Even this morning, I saw Evangeline. She's here. All of them were there. So it seemed like there was some kind of attack plan. Maybe there still is. But I guess, she didn't know how protected I was. And then I felt overwhelmed. I felt humbled. And I was asking Archangel Michael, why me? And then he said, why not you? And I've never felt so absolutely loved and protected in my life. So I'm telling you, never underestimate the power of love. The power of love that the divine has for you, and the power of love that your counterpart has for you. All of them answered his call. I left them to do it. I left them to do whatever reinforcements they had to do. I left them to it. Let them do their thing. And I will continue with my work. All right, so let's get into this reading. I'm going to be late for work today, but whatever. And the cards are absolutely flying out today. Exactly. Oh. The last time I posted a video was a DF that was kind of indecisive, but the indecisive energy is masculine today. But I think he's just indecisive about how he's going to approach. There's amazing energy today. Amazing energy today. And let's see the connective energy between them. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is. Why is happy family in reverse? Maybe because they haven't manifested that as it. All right, so let me read this. Okay. On the DM side. Maybe he is on the DF side. He wants you to know that he's on your side always. He's on your side always. He's protecting you always. It says here, caring connections. Know that your twin always cares about you. And they're always there for you. Whether it's 5D or 3D, they're there. This is their desire to protect you and to manifest eventually this loving connection, because they really do care. Sometimes we doubt it, but they want you to know today that they really do care. Look at how he's holding her. They want you to be confident in that fact. He's holding her right across the solar plexus. They want you to be confident in the fact that they always care. Even when they're behaving badly, let something happen to you, they will come running. They always care. He, DF, DM, why am I saying DF? Maybe he's more in his intuitive aspect. I'm getting that. Maybe he's more in his intuitive aspect. Maybe that's why I keep saying DF. What is he indecisive about? He's not indecisive about choosing you. He's indecisive about what route to take to get to you. He's full of passion. He's full of love. But how does he express that love? How does he come towards you? He's not sure. But he knows he has to in order to heal this rift between you guys. To heal his broken heart and to heal your broken heart. He knows that he must choose a path and choose a path soon. I'm noticing all the red. It's all about passion, and it's about burning love, and it's about mending this broken heart. And that's why he's going within. He's really trying to figure out, how do I come towards her? How do I fix this? She is in a much more confident mode today. She's feeling all that sexual energy. She's feeling so creative. She's feeling so alive. She's feeling absolutely receptive. She's ready to take action on any projects in her life, because what she's trying to do is work on her ever-increasing abundance. There's some kind of project that Spirit has her immersed in. So she's here. She's in Empress mode. This number 3. She's in Empress mode, manifesting abundance. Why is she not communicating? Sorry. I can't speak right now. Yeah. I'm sorry. So she's not really being communicative either. She's working hard. She's working hard on her abundance. But what she is getting, though, is a deeper and deeper appreciation of this journey, of this masculine, of this connection. She's really seeing the beauty in him. She's really appreciating him, and she's appreciating who she is and her gifts. She's really loving self, and because she's really loving self, she's really loving her masculine too. The only sort of negative energy is this happy family in reverse. And what I'm getting is that, I'm getting two messages. Connective energy between them. It could be that they are walking away from certain foundations. From certain foundations that they had built in order to manifest this caring connection, in order to manifest this abundance. I'm also getting that there could be a delay in manifesting this happy family that they're supposed to have together. I'm going to read from the book for this one, so I don't shortchange you with the message. Okay? All right. So happy family is reversed, right? When the happy family card is reversed, it indicates a separation. Yeah, they are in separation. I mean, some of you are getting communication. Hey, did I tell you? He reached out to me after the healing session. But there was so much interference on the call that we couldn't talk to each other. My friends tell me that when they tuned in, he had called to speak his truth. But there's so much interference on the call we couldn't. And then when he said, you know what, I'm going to text you. And I was waiting for his text, and then he explained that when he was going to text me, he got another call. So again, it kept interference and disruption even yesterday. So I know he's preparing himself to speak his truth. And I know after that live session, he was trying to speak his truth, but he keeps getting that interference. And I think it's from the aunt. Anyway, when the happy family card is reversed, it indicates a separation or emotional distance from family members, and you are his family or close friends. This disconnect might be from your family of origin, such as your parents or siblings, or it may be that something is standing between you and your present family members, whether it be your children or your spouse. There could be some hostilities that need to be worked out, or perhaps some fences that need to be mended. Communication and patience may be called for here, so let your intuition be your guide. Remember, real healing starts when you choose to become your own loving parent, sibling, spouse, friend, or child. The lesson in every relationship is self-honoring, and sometimes the karma is just to let go. So for some, they are releasing some kind of foundation or some kind of family that they built in order to come towards you. And for others, this is a delay or the separation between you guys. But soon this is going to be turned upright. You don't worry. So I'm getting the feeling that for some of you, your DM might still be caught in a karmic cycle, but they're working this karma out, and they're recognizing that they just need to release this energy. They just need to let that go. Okay, so now let me get some messages from their higher self. I'm going to take 4, and then I'm going to get to work. Okay? But I had to tell you that whole story. You can give me your feedback. If you think I'm kooky, that's fine, but this is exactly what happened. You know, if it happens and nobody sees it, then you think you're crazy. But then when you get that affirmation, that reinforcement, then you know you're on the right track. But I have to learn to trust myself. I have to trust myself. Sometimes when you make a lot of bad decisions, you stop trusting yourself. But I have to learn to trust myself. And you learn to trust yourself too. When the time comes, when he comes forward, Spirit is going to put a message in your heart to trust. You will get a sign. You're going to get a sign, okay? So don't worry. Don't stress it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The message that I have for you today. My love, I am waiting. So whether this is your DM or DF, it's from your twin. My love, I'm waiting for the right time to be transparent with you. I've been illuminated. I've emerged from the dark night of the soul, totally reborn. Totally reborn. I've closed off cycles and I'm ready to begin new ones. The time isn't right for me to reach out to you right now because what I'm doing is really manifesting my abundance. But I want you to know that I'm definitely closing off cycles and starting new ones. Okay? So give them time. They're releasing and they're ready to come forward. Okay? Just trust and believe. You are divinely guided and protected always. Okay, guys. Bye and take care.